There is a brand new DonutSMP meta, but not a lot of people know about it. You see, cobblestone usually costs $2, but if you combine moss and cobblestone, you get mossy cobblestone, which alone sells for $24 each. This means that you can mass produce these with a moss bone meal farm and a regular cobblestone farm. So today I'm going to be showing off this insane farm I designed that has over 120 moss modules and 14 cobblestone modules, making over 1 billion a day. Just for comparison, by the way, I'm going to load in this other cobblestone moss farm that I found. I think it was by Wenst. So I'm going to load it right here. So this is his 100 mod. So as you can see, it's pretty big. If I check the footprint, it's 55 by 40 by 65. But the thing is, there's like so much extra space. Even though the modules are pretty small, I would say it's not that easy to build, and it feels kind of random. And if you guys didn't notice, this thing uses sugar shells and chests, which isn't ideal as they're really expensive right now. Another thing I have against this farm is that the moss modules, if they get unloaded, you have to break the glass to fix them. And to turn it on, you need to go on this pressure plate over here, which turns on the entire farm. However, if you want to turn on the cobblestone modules, you have to go all the way over here and flip that. So there's a chance of this unloading this part and it exploding itself. Another thing that's really bad is the crafter system. I mean, I get all the crafters, but I think that's a little much. So let's compare that to mine. So this is the schematic of my farm. So you can see it's a little bigger, but it has 120 moss modules and 14 cobblestone modules. What I think is better is that these crafters, they all are compact in here. There's a moss farm on and a cobblestone on. So instead of using shulker shells, this thing just uses raw shulker boxes. And the shulker boxes get put into here. Another thing I really like about this and why it's so good is if you look at this, the moss farm, the moss goes up here and then it goes around into the item filter, which takes out the moss. So you might have to start up the farm for a lot longer before you turn on cobblestone modules. So it goes here and then it starts composting the extras. Composted stuff goes into these water streams, which go up here into the storage for the bone meal. So before starting the farm, you obviously need to fill it up with bone meal, so just put your bone blocks here. Bone blocks will go up here into this water stream and then get crafted by this, which of course will turn off when there's enough. For these modules, I really like them because they're friendly. Like, if one module breaks, you can just come down here and then just fix the cobblestone. Okay, so now all the moss modules should be on, and they're working perfectly fine, as you can see. Now for the cobblestone modules. Turn this on, and then the TNT starts exploding. So what happens here is the cobblestone gets put down here, and then it goes in the middle, and then it goes on this water stream that's hidden. And then the cobblestone goes up here and gets crafted. In order to craft, we need to turn on the lever over here. So we are going to select this. And as you can see, mossy cobblestone should be going in here into these shulker loaders, which will then go in there. So I do have another video plan to make this in Donut with a bunch of other people and trying to get a ton of money. But I just wanted to make this to share it so everyone can build it if you have enough time. That's for today's video. That's all I got. So yeah, see ya.